So far, we have covered the revenue lags and also the expense leads. Now we go back to the working capital requirement. The table is provided as a summary. So revenue lag consists of service lag, and this is provided on a continuous basis, so you need to use the midpoint method. Then there's billing, there's collection, and processing lag. All together, they provide you with a single revenue lag. In the case of Hydro Ottawa, the lag is of 75 days. The reason why it is the same for each item is because you provide the service and it's a bundled service you provide. So the payment for each item is done at the same time. So that's why the revenue lag is the same. On the expense side, well, you've calculated the actual leads based on the different items. The breakdown, again, is open to utilities. I suggest it to be practical and based on your accounting system. It needs to be manageable, and also remember that you're going to file the lead lag study, so it's important for the board and the interveners to be able to track down those numbers easily. The revenue lag less the expense lead give you a net lag, and this net lag times the actual number of days in the period will give you a percentage of lead lag or the working capital factor. This is step one in the lead lag study. Once we have this, we multiply it by the actual cash expenses for the specific item, and this will give you the working capital requirement. But the lead lag study is based on historical values. So what do you do when you do that for your cost of service? Well, you need to apply it in your forward test year. So basically what we do is you will use the lead lag percentage that we found from the previous or historical data, and then you will apply it to your projected cost of power based on your newest load forecast and also the projected OM&A, the ones you're asking for approval. So again, you're using your percentage of lead lag times your forward test year cash expenses, and this will give you your cost of service working cash that you're going to include in your rate base. When you do your filing, you will use the latest cost of power and also the projected OM&A, so the ones you're asking for in the filing. However, the board expects you before the rate order, therefore at the end of the process, to A, update the cost of power if there's a new one that's been provided, and also you need to adjust the OM&A if there's been any disallowance from the board with respect to your projected OM&A. And now, how can we help you do your lead lag study? There's different ways Elenchus can help you conduct the lead lag study. A first step would be for us to provide you with a detailed work plan of the lead lag, of your own lead lag model. We can also be on-site or via web conference and conduct a half-day seminar with key staff, especially from accounting and regulatory, as to what is a lead lag study and take into account any specific issues of your own LDCs and give you directions on any OEB filings and decision. We can also conduct an independent assessment of the study you've done on your own. Right now, we don't see any specific requirements for third-party assessment, but in the past, we've seen a number of studies being assessed independently, so we can also do that. And while you're conducting the study, we're always open to provide you ongoing support should there be any specific issue that arises within your lead lag study. If you are a bit short on time or short on resources, Elenchus can also conduct the entire study on your behalf and file it for your cost of service. If you're interested in knowing more, I suggest you first look at the Hydro Ottawa study, which is fairly extensive and provides a lot of details as to how Hydro Ottawa did it. It was done internally. Another example would be Horizon Utilities, where they use a third party. So this would give you two good examples as to lead lag studies that have been filed and successfully approved by the board recently. And before concluding on this presentation, I would like to thank Marcia Chan for the presentation and also Tuan An for helping out on the material and support. If there's anything you'd like to know more about Lead Like Steady, give me a call or drop me an email.